no real nutrients in no lettuce, nigga. Lettuce?
So the carrots that was in there, the radish, that don't got nothing either, huh?
I said lettuce and tomatoes, fam.
He
said salad. You said lettuce and tomatoes.
Nah, he had salad. Once I heard
Got all
Juca
your
fries,
plantains with it.
First of all, if your salad came in a styrofoam box,
Nah, it ain't real salad.
Welcome. Back at it again. That red stripe?
Red stripe. Island things, Mike.
I'm convinced you just an alcoholic, so you drink anything.
Nah, he want that deal.
Y'all should have heard this man busting these frog legs down to the Yo, it was so disturbing, son. There was so much noises going on at one time.
Son, he's disgusting with those frog legs.
Shout out to my baby, man.
It was so bad he had to turn his mic on.
She did that. Frog legs.
Did that.
Everybody happy. Frog legs.
Man, I need to go. But welcome back. Another episode, another week. We at it. Douce Pop, chips,
hookah poppy
with the Douce in his cup.
Nah, that's yak, bro. That's yak today.
Douce is yak. Say my girl.
Exactly. Definitely say
mine. That's not what I call yak.
I don't care what you call it.
Well, that's what I call it, yak.
So you gonna say my girl?
My man got something in paraphernalia. What you got on there, chips?
Oh yeah. You know what I mean?
Turn the camera down.
Can y'all see? Can y'all see?
We good.
Yeah, shout out to the homie Danielle. Hit her up on Facebook. Danielle ComC. Danielle COMC. She makes shirts. She cleans sneakers.
Danielle responsible for making those Frank tots?
Oh,
nah, that wasn't. You know that wasn't Danielle. You know who that was, son. Come on, son. Don't do that, dog.
She get free money in poker games. All that.
Word. All that.
Yo, tell Danielle we need a MizFitz shirt, fam.
Oh, facts.
Tell her we need a MizFitz shirt, man.
Since we plug in social media, you know, we got the MizFitz Twitter, we got the MizFitz Instagram, Facebook page, MizFitz Sport Radio, no
YouTube.
sports, all that, the sport.
Everything MizFitz, baby. Shout out to all of our viewers. Episode 20 cracked 200 views in 1 week.
Yes, sir.
So
the best performing video so far.
We appreciate the support. We appreciate you guys showing the love. Let's keep that momentum, man. Light skin, what's good with you, baby?
Yo, fam, I got a name, you heard? That's how you talk to women's. I ain't no female.
Nigga said, how you?
Yo, don't talk to women like that.
Nah, don't talk to me like that.
How you doing, light skin?
Nah, don't like that. Yo, don't ever do that again.
My bad. What's good, Puda?
Man, I'm chilling. I'm out here.
That's what's up.
Thanks for having me back for a fourth show in a row.
Yo,
with my man PH.
I thought you was gonna be the one to miss it, man, but I forgot. You know, PH might have jumped off the bridge.
PH died.
Say goodbye to PH.
Damn, man.
Fuck that up.
Yeah, I can't believe he left us that note, man.
He got it, man.
Yo, I got one thing to say before we get into the topics. I got one thing to say. Look close. Shit.
What's I'm back?
A little bit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Little bit.
I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Is he waiting?
So I was driving to work today. I was in the rearview mirror like, and I was like, no, not yet.
Say he's trying to do a bench press with it.
He's bench pressing your mustache.
He put too much weight on the bar. Hold on. I ain't built for this.
I'm dying.
Yo, it's not hot in here, son.
Yo.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man. So big week in sports this week, man. Big week.
Huge,
First off, I understand somebody had a Super Bowl party. Oh!
Hold
yes,
on.
bitches. Yes. Y'all thought y'all was gonna get away from me today?
Your birthday?
Don't worry about that.
Yo, you in the rec center?
About that.
Yo, where we?
Yo, you scared me like a ghost, son.
Don't worry about all that.
So take them stickers off your hat, son.
Yo, he was.
I know the hat is new, but come on, man.
Yo, he called it from the Get Well Center, like Martin when he had the half braids.
Undertaker.
He called us from heaven. Where's God at?
I hope y'all ready for this.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, this is surprising me. I ain't know you was gonna. You surprised me. I didn't know you was gonna make it.
As you can see,
it was planned. This was the plan, right?
We are in full effect.
You damn sure surprised the shit out of me.
All right.
I just try to plug you dying. You know what I mean?
We heard that.
Al almost tiptoed out of bounds.
Did he? Oh man. Well,
go ahead, PH. Let you do your thing.
Look here.
Please take the floor.
Stretch.
Hold on.
Who birthday, man?
Bird.
Madison's birthday was Monday. Forget all that. We'll get back to all of that.
Okay.
Right?
I can't even shout out the baby girl.
No, you can't. Shut your mouth. Listen.
You'll take it? Right,
I've been sitting with this heavy heart for the last few days. I wanted to do this podcast, impromptu podcast, Sunday soon. Matter of fact, fourth quarter wasn't even over. I was asking Pop, let's do this.
Yo, he definitely was in my. I was like, so I go upstairs right now. Let's go.
I was with it. I really shouldn't have did it because it's kind of like tears coming out my eyes. I didn't want y'all to see all of that. I was really hurt, but fuck all of that, right? Tom Brady. Matter of fact, I can't even. That guy. I'm not even using his name no more. That guy has ruined my life one more motherfucking time. Okay? I don't care if Madison hear me because y'all know how this is. Well, watching this game, I don't know what it was going on.
You about to cry.
Yo, the pain and the struggle that I was going through, I'm trying not to cry right now, man.
This is real entertainment right here.
Listen, man, I was praising the Rams defense. Yes, you know what? They slowing Tom Brady down. Tom Brady not looking too good. It's looking all right. And then the offense got on field for the second time, and the third time, and the 12th time, and it was just like going downhill and downhill and downhill. Todd Gurley wasn't getting the ball. Jared Goff was looking like an idiot. Calls was terrible. I said this before. I'm gonna say this again. Tom Brady sold his whole soul to the devil. All right, that's it. He don't age no more. The man looked like he's still about 30. He's playing again next year, which is giving me more gray hair. What is going on with this man?
That's that TB12 workout.
Sit back and shut up. Sit back and shut up. I'm gonna say that.
Oh shit!
And he smiles and smiles and smiles And his Instagram post leading up to the Super Bowl, he was talking to me.
What'd he say?
After the Super Bowl, he was talking to me.
What'd he say?
Look, I don't want to get into all of that, right? Many men wish death upon me. Yes, I do, Tom.
He definitely
all
was
day
talking.
long. You know what? I'll take back the death because that's really not nice. Can you just break your leg, collarbone, tear ACL, pull something with your Achilles, something? Cut it out. Enough is enough. How many more years you gonna ruin people's lives? My life has been gone. All right? I'm a Jets fan on top of you winning Super Bowls. I gotta watch you play my team and beat us 2 times a year. What is going on, son?
Well, y'all usually play them good though.
Shut up.
He told you to sit back and shut up, man.
Shut up.
Sit back and shut up.
All right, my bad.
Yeah, I picked my plate up.
Exactly. Eat your chips. He eating his food. That's all. You just be quiet.
My bad.
Then I didn't even watch the end of the Super Bowl. See your man kissing Tom Crab all on the lips. Robert Crab,
Man, for a minute too.
For a minute.
Call him
What's
Tom.
up with this gayness? And this is y'all king? This is y'all king. This is y'all goat?
That's definitely Pooh the GOAT.
Yeah, he the GOAT.
No, he ain't.
He the
I don't care
GOAT,
what you
man.
say. Shut your mouth. I appreciate him later on in life. Maybe when I'm about 60, 75. If I live that long, then maybe he'll be good to me.
He might still be in the league too.
He might be. You know what? He will be. Tom Brady gonna play till he's about 53, and you know what? He probably could go on longer than that.
He gonna be the GM. Watch.
Yo, shut up and be quiet. Been going through stuff in every single chat that I'm in, every post I see on Facebook. It's getting too much. Too much. I don't even watch ESPN right now. Even though everybody keeps saying everything is basketball and trades and AD. Nah, I take your word for it. Like I told Pop. Yes, Chris.
I better let this man go. I don't know what you want to say.
What do you want?
I'm about to choke on my chicken. Tell him about your brother calling.
I was getting to that. I was getting to that.
He was wilding.
My brother called me 50 million times. Finally answered the phone. We playing CLD because I didn't even recognize the number. I'm like, yo, who this? He's like, oh, now you don't know who this is. I'm like, huh? I can't hear you playing the game. They talking in the background. I gotta go. Hang up.
Damn,
When was the
son.
last time you spoke to your brother?
About 3 weeks ago. Maybe longer than that. I don't talk to him during the playoffs. Instagram posts, Snapchat stuff with him. I don't even watch that. Tom Brady this, Patriots that, we the greatest. I don't care. My blood pressure's boiling right now again. The ball just finished.
Oh, man.
I gotta wipe my eyes.
Can somebody else go now?
No.
Okay.
Whew. Lord have mercy, Tom. Listen, I'm begging you now, please, please, please. I need you to retire.
Yo, he said I might have raised my voice earlier, but I'm sorry.
Don't play no more past next season. My Jets really don't got much of a chance next year, but after that, we looking pretty good. Please, please, for the love of God, retire.
Nah, he ain't going over.
Please.
Yo, take him out of his misery, Chris.
Oh my God, please, just Tom, yo.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna say your name right now. Let me live, God. Let other teams live. Let the AFC live, God.
Yo, just become a Giants fan. We the only team that could beat them, son.
No, Philly
Right.
Philly could beat them.
Yo, Puda, son, didn't PA tell you to shut up, son?
I don't know what's wrong with him, so he don't listen. Son.
But he talking.
Yeah. He told you not to talk.
Nah, can't wait till
I
me to
told
shut up.
everybody.
You the one that wanted to call him. That's your GOAT.
That's right. That's your king, fam.
That he's the GOAT. Quarterback, though. Quarterback.
Whatever.
Oh, shit. Yo, PH, man, listen. We feel for you, bro.
I don't.
That's why I told you to sit back and shut up.
Mm-hmm.
We feel for you, bro. You know, we knew this was going to be a tough episode for you. We definitely glad you made it. You know,
I was always going to be here.
Appreciate the courage.
I was always going to be here. I just didn't know that.
I appreciate the courage.
Hey, man, listen, you know, takes a real big person to, you know, come to the screen after, you know, somebody wins number 6. You know, that's tough. But, Chips, how did you feel about the Super Bowl?
I don't know how to follow that up, but
that's why I picked you, because I wasn't going to do it.
I'm going to keep it 100. That was one of the boringest, if that's a word.
Yes,
wackest.
And I will take a boringest loss for Tom Brady, and I couldn't even get that shit.
Yo, where is Madison?
Yo, happy birthday, Madison, man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
7 years old. Many, many more. Super Bowl, yeah, it was hard to watch. It was don't get me wrong, it was a Bill Belichick. What was the defensive coordinator? The black dude, what was his name?
He just can't help it.
No, I said the black name. I ain't say the N-word.
Oh, okay.
Flores.
And he from Brooklyn.
Flores. He from Brownsville. Shout out Brooklyn all day. Holla at me. Take away nothing from their defensive plan. That was a real brilliant masterpiece of coaching. Julius Edelman, superstar in that game, all playoffs. But
PEDs.
Yo, his beard did look like kind of strong. I don't know. That looked like some extra shit going on in his system. But for me, even though they had a brilliant defensive plan and they really put the clamps on everything that the Rams tried to do, I don't think it was as exciting because it wasn't like they was making, you know, big hits or, you know, interceptions or nothing exciting on the defense. They just shut them down. And I think the coach of the Rams,
McVay.
McVay? Yeah, your boy, what was his first name? Todd, right?
Yeah.
Todd McVay. I think he got to catch more flack than he catching because he did nothing to change up, to try to, you know, counter what they was doing. Todd Gurley not touching the ball. We all know he's dealing with little injuries or big injuries.
I'm not rolling.
But
something better be wrong with the man.
No, because even when he got the ball, he wasn't looking like he couldn't move. Like he wouldn't be effective in a different scheme.
Something better be wrong with Todd Gurley that they ain't saying, fam.
I'm really baffled by the Super Bowl and the way that the Rams played. So like I said, I have to give credit to what Bill Belichick and those coaches did.
Fuck their credit.
As far as to prepare for the game, but it's an asterisk next to it for me because I feel like the Rams just did not show up at all. You can't score. What they scored 3 points in the Super Bowl?
Didn't that happen in what the Denver scored? They had like 2.
That's crazy. But Denver wasn't high powered.
Yes, they was.
Nah, I don't know if they. Nah, I don't know. I don't
They
know.
was them dudes, man.
Denver was a very good team, and they got
and their defense was stupid.
But I didn't say defense. I said, was the offense as
yes
high powered? I don't know.
Wasn't that the year Peyton Manning threw 55?
Yeah, that's when he broke the record. The next year when Tom Brady broke it right after.
Well, I don't know. It's rare to say the least. They just didn't show up at all. It was real disappointing for me. We was really into me, Pop and Puda watched it together, and we was laughing at the whack ass commercials more than we was talking about the game. You know what I'm saying? What you got, Puda?
I don't think the Super Bowl was whack. I care about only thing I care about with the Super Bowl is it not being a blowout. It was a defensive game. It's like if it's a shootout, y'all want defense. If it's defense, y'all want offense. Sometimes you just got to take it for what it is. Shouts to both of the defensive coordinators. The defense definitely held it down. I felt real sorry for Donald and them dudes, man. They was trying. They were really trying, and they couldn't get to this dude. That offensive line of the Pats was really overpowering them. What was it, 3-3 until the fourth quarter? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I know when the Patriots scored, that was a big sigh of relief for them, man.
What big sigh of relief? The real tear came out my eye when they scored. 3 plays, the same play over and over and over, son.
They definitely ran that shit back to back to back.
Yeah. I don't know, and it's like if the Patriots made mistakes, whether it be turnovers or
PH is stressing, boy.
Because what they had, what was it? 2 picks? What was it? A pick? I think 2 picks.
It was a pick and a missed field goal.
And it was both 3 and outs.
Yeah.
So they didn't capitalize at all. I felt like the MVP should have went to somebody on the defensive side. It was a defensive game. I mean, I get it. This dude had mad yards, but it was a defensive game. Why wouldn't one of the defensive players get the award? But I don't know. I don't think the game was trash like everybody said it was. What you got, Chris?
I agree. I like the Super Bowl. You know, for everybody that says it was boring, I was on the edge of my seat the whole game. Like, oh shit, is it somebody gonna make a play?
Yes, definitely edge of my seat. Edge. Almost falling off.
I agree. The coach of the Rams definitely need a lot of heat. They stayed in that tight formation the whole game. After the first half, there should have been adjustments made. There should have been more running. Like, it was still a tie. Basically, the game was still 0-0. Revert back to run heavy and then see what happens. Like, control the clock, take the ball out of the Patriots' hands, and then just make it happen. Because honestly, the Patriots was driving throughout the entire game for the most part. Yeah. They had the field goal miss, but every other time they were literally driving. So, like, once you come out in the second half, it's 0-0. Run the ball, play the game clock. Run the ball. And the Rams got the ball at the half, didn't they?
Yeah, they started off.
So, start it off, run the ball, play the clock, let your defense is doing good. Keep them off the field. Let them get some rest and just play clock management at that point. Play field position. But
I feel like they couldn't even manufacture first downs. Like
they wasn't. They got real predictable. They were real predictable. You knew they were gonna run on first down, and then everything was it literally looked like a Madden game. Run on first down, everything is a pass after that. Like, if they don't get more than 4 or 5 yards on the first down, they were trying to pass it the whole time. Like, it was no changing up the pattern. There was no changing up the route formations or anything that was happening.
And offensive line played shitty.
Oh, yeah, they were bad. Yeah. They were real bad.
Shitty.
They were real bad. Let me ask you a question. The Rams head coach, he actually calls the offensive plays for them?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. I think he plays a part in it, though. But I think he has final say what goes to Jared Goff, but they do have an offensive coordinator. So, but yeah, I definitely like the game. Julian Edelman is by far the best playoff wide receiver in the game. Like this generation. Hands down, there's no other wide receiver in the playoffs that comes through as big as him.
Would you agree, Steven?
Fuck you.
Damn, son, it's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
You know you wasn't getting no answer for that. You
be civilized.
We trying to keep
you see how Buddha sat back? Like,
it hurt my feelings, huh?
Good. My feelings been hurt all season. Matter of fact, my feelings been hurt for a lot of seasons, okay?
Yo, he said it's a podcast.
But yeah, Julian Edelman, even though it's a defensive game, he deserved that MVP, man. Over 10 catches, over 140-something yards. There was no denying that he was the biggest impact of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down, like by far. You know, but yeah, I love the game. I felt like it was a chess match the entire game of figuring out. It was just
that was an ass whipping of a chess game.
Yo, how
Bill
did
Belichick was just like two moves ahead of him the whole game, basically.
How did Gronk get behind the whole defense, son?
Because it was the same three plays.
It was the same play, but they knew it was coming. They were looking for him to continue to go the other way, though.
That's all. It was Burkhead out the flat.
Oh yeah, they kept moving
Edelman with an indigo up in the middle.
In the middle, and Gronk to the
on the seam route.
So they got on that first play, Burkhead. They covered that. Edelman was in the middle. They had to cover that the third time. Gronk was open downfield. Dickhead.
Literally, Tom Brady threw that shit in a perfect spot, son.
What'd you say, Chris?
I said literally, Tom Brady threw the ball perfect there. It was a perfect pass.
They called him dickhead.
So I fucking hate the Rams, man.
Yo.
What you got, Pop?
Yo. Oh, I'm with y'all. I'm with you and Puda. It was a cool game. It wasn't the best game. It was definitely a chess match, but like Chip said, it was an ass whipping of a chess match. It was only one time where I was like, all right, this is they chance.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say, Brandon Cooks dropped the touchdown, and
right to him.
That could have changed a lot right there.
Nah, son. McCourty had like a 20-yard running stop.
No,
not that one. Not that one.
Not that one.
Okay. It went right through his hands, his arms.
A lot of people told me, they brung up that could have been pass interference. I feel like it was on the ball, but that was clean.
Nah, I don't think it was a pass interference. He should have caught the ball.
He dropped the ball.
I mean, he only had one hand to get on the ball, though.
It went through both his arms. He was like this.
He didn't have his left arm. Look at it. Stephon Gilmore had his arm.
That was the second one. I think that you're talking about, Chris.
It was two different times where he was in the end zone and didn't catch the ball.
Let me look it up.
It was one time when McCourty hit him.
What you talking about?
That was that one. And then it was the one time when Stephon Gilmore was chasing him right before the pick. Right before Stephon Gilmore.
But he should have caught it though.
Yeah,
should have caught that touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. He had one arm though. He only had one arm to try and catch it with.
Well, use one arm.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Go look at it.
I remember one of them. He had his
one of them. He dropped the ball with both hands. Now it wasn't just one hand. But I'm gonna just go another route because y'all said everything. I pretty much agree with y'all. I'm gonna go back to what we were saying a couple episodes ago about the whole black coaching and all of that. Sorry, PH, but the Dolphins about to be my new favorite team in the AFC. They got a black GM. They hired a black coach, and they're talking about hiring a black offensive coordinator. I'm all in, fam. All in. And it was
one question. when the Dolphins don't make the playoffs, how long you think they're gonna give all them black people?
Listen,
You think they're gonna? I mean, like as far as like really having a shot to like improve the team type shit.
I don't. All I can do is hope. That's all I can do is hope. I'm not gonna. They all just got the job. I'm not gonna start looking at their demise. I'm gonna hope that they can get it together.
But you wanna know what's bad, Pop? That's the first thing that everybody.
Not to cut you off. So I just watched it. The player had his hand here, but he was still able to bring this arm up, but he couldn't extend it. But it was in.
It was in his hands. Yeah.
It was in the case where he could have grabbed it with the arm that was being held, but he couldn't like extend it. So I guess it's a little bit of both.
It got dropped right there. He ain't need to extend it.
Yeah.
But what you were saying, Pop, with the black coaches, man, even though, it's good that they getting their opportunity.
There's a black GM too. There's a black GM also. That's the real key.
Yo, they trying to go.
The first time they get a
Hurricanes route.
The first time they get something bad going on.
The GM is Chris Greer.
Okay.
First sign of bad shit going on over there. Losses in a row, bad seasons, fired, gone.
Listen, man, it might be, but hopefully not.
I hope it. Yeah, I'm saying I hope it's not. But usually that's how it is for us.
But I can't, off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure there might have been one or two. I don't know about the other black GMs. So
the Ravens.
If anybody gonna hold us down, hopefully it'd be him. Hopefully.
I just want to say, speaking of like upper management and front office.
No, I was about to do it. Get out of here, man.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Man, fucking God. So what I was gonna do is throughout the month, since it's Black History Month, I was gonna bring up somebody that's some importance and all of that.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Go ahead.
I want to stop you. I just want to say John Lynch is the worst GM ever. He fucking hired Wes Welker as a fucking offensive coordinator and just hired fucking Miles Austin as something to do with quality control for
Wes
Welker. I don't even know.
Wes Welker.
That had the concussion in the Super Bowl?
Wes fucking Welker.
The original Julian Edelman.
Exactly. He didn't have all he did was run short routes.
Wes Welker?
You couldn't get paid.
The motherfucker that had 28 concussions in the NFL?
Now you
hired Miles Austin.
You want him to use his brain.
Maybe.
You want the dude with all the concussions to use his brain.
Bad hamstring Miles Austin. He couldn't run a full route if his life depended on it without pulling up lane for his hamstring.
Oh, he's on the Cowboys, right?
Yo, you foul, son. You said you want him to use his brain.
Son, I'm not asking a dude with 28 concussions to use his brain, son. It's not happening.
Go ahead. I just had to bring that up. My bad.
I don't want you to use your smarts. But I'm assuming we all done with our thoughts because I was just gonna get off of the whole football altogether.
Yes, please do.
But today Frank Robinson died, 83 years old.
No.
He was the first black coach in Major League Baseball. He's the only player to win MVP on the AL and NL.
Salute.
And as I'm looking all this stuff up, I'm like, hey, we talking about Ken Griffey? He should have been the first unanimous Hall of Famers, huh? He got I think they say he got 90%.
Numbers.
How you the MVP on both sides?
Word, that's crazy.
Only ever.
That second MVP, they thought he was done.
Yeah, it was later on. It was like in the 70s.
Yeah, came back and killed.
He got 2 championships. He coached mad teams. He was coaching not too long ago. But yeah, I want to shout out him, man. So today was a very wild day in the NBA. It was the NBA trade deadline. Well, you know what? Today wasn't the wild day. Just the whole week. The whole week altogether was wild. So I'm gonna go down a quick list of all the major trades because there was some small stuff that happened also. So we had over with Philly, it looked like they ready to win now. They trade. I might need y'all to help me out with some of the. What's his name? Mike Muscala. That's his name.
Muscala, yeah.
And what's the other dude name?
Shamit?
Yeah, something like that. Shanat, something like that.
You want me to look it up? Because you know I know how to pronounce shit.
No.
So, I'll let y'all handle that. Go ahead.
They get Mike Scott and they get Tobias Harris. Now, let me just keep going all the way down the list before I get my thoughts. What else we got? We got the Toronto Raptors. They trade Valanciunas, Delonte Wright. They get Marc Gasol. Milwaukee Bucks. They trade Thon Maker.
Yeah, shit.
They get, I forgot who they got back for him, but that wasn't nothing major. But they got Meritage from the Pelicans.
Bro, they won that trade.
The Pelicans pretty much cut ties with everybody besides Drew Holiday.
And AD. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. We'll touch on that.
What else we got here? That seemed like the biggest deals. Oh, Otto Porter. Otto Porter went to the Bulls.
They got that contract out of here.
Oh,
definitely did. Good.
Markelle Fultz went to the Magic. Philly was definitely moving. Harrison Barnes got traded.
Why they gave up picks? What they gave up first and a second for Fultz?
They gave Jonathan Simmons
1 first and 1 second.
A first and a second.
It was the Thunder's first pick, and I don't remember who's second pick.
It was Diz.
No, it wasn't this.
It wasn't this second round pick.
No. None of the picks they traded was this. Harrison Barnes went to the Kings.
Mid game. Sitting on the bench with the shaved face.
We're going to touch on that, man.
We're going to talk about that too.
What about
the Kings? The Kings traded Shumpert over to the Rockets.
Rockets was working out here. I like it.
The Rockets. The Rockets made a bunch of small deals.
What is he gonna do for them?
Defense. What you mean?
Definitely defense.
All right.
Do you see who? You see who's on their team?
I get it, man.
Nobody that play defense.
I don't understand his beef with that move, yo.
What else we got? That looks like most of the major. Avian Bradley got traded.
Joe Jackson too?
Who?
Joe Jackson or something like that. One of the young talent.
Justin Jackson.
Justin Jackson, yeah.
Yeah, he got moved. That was with the Harrison Barnes trade.
Yeah. I think that's a good pickup for them with everybody else they got, son.
Avian Bradley got moved. Stanley Johnson got moved from the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of movement, man. And then outside of the trades, there was a lot of people that got waived. You got Enes Kanter.
Yo, Enes, man, you talk a lot, man. But I like terrorists. Stay safe out here in these streets. Don't let them turkey boys get you.
No, they gonna get him.
They gonna get him.
You know how motherfuckers like to use turkey. Don't let them get you, man.
Your man Wesley Johnson and the Knicks cutting everybody. I don't know.
Let them go.
Yo, if y'all land number 3 in the draft, boy.
Why you gonna put that voodoo?
Yo, number 3 is still good, son.
Nah, but that's not what we need. We need
number
1
3
or
is
2.
a very good pick still, son.
Marseille Moran's good.
Marquise Morris got traded, and then he got waived.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Did the Rockets get? Was it Tyler Ennis too?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he got waived too, I think.
Oh, they waived him. Oh,
yeah.
I didn't see that.
I definitely didn't see that. I thought that was a good pickup for them.
Yo, fam, why is Zach Randolph still out here?
He got waived.
I was about to say if they got waived, then he didn't get waived. That's crazy.
Jabari Parker, Bobby Portis. So
Let
yeah,
me ask this: with that Marc Gasol deal, do you think they paid too much
no.
for aging Marc Gasol? I felt like that was a lot, man. That's crazy.
They gave up Valanciunas, Delonte Wright, and a second-round pick.
I think that was a lateral move, man. Like, I don't know how much more you're gonna get out of Marc Gasol than Valanciunas was giving you.
Valanciunas was hurt though. He literally just came back.
I know he just came back, but I mean, unless you trade him just because he got that injury.
Now Marc Gasol more skilled. He could hit a three. He could space the floor.
But he old.
He could
man.
pass.
You don't need him to run up and down. He not the focal point of the team. All you need is a good 14 to 16 points.
They play Boston. He could hold Al Horford. That's it.
Word.
That's the plan.
So he could guard Embiid a little bit. Like Embiid gonna get his numbers against anybody, but he got the size and the knowledge to play defense against him. I don't think that was Valanciunas and Wright wasn't doing nothing for them. So why not? Why not go for somebody that has better skill on offense? But what you think about all the moves, Buddha?
There was some interesting moves. I think one of the best moves was the Bucks picking up Mirotić, man. They got them a big with a gun that could stretch the floor. I know that was Chris Mann back in the day on the Bulls.
They got both of them now.
Who they got? Who else?
They got him and the ugly nigga. Damn.
Who Thon?
Got him.
Oh no,
Thon got traded off the team.
Yeah.
Nah, not Thon. The
Marty
skinny
Portis?
dude that was on the Bulls too.
Portis.
Huh?
Portis?
Portis?
Mm-mm. Shooter, 3-point shooter.
I know who you talking about too. He had the cornrow.
He used to have them dirty braids.
Oh, Snell.
Oh, they got Snell?
Tony Snell.
Yeah, he been there.
Yeah,
Oh.
so they got them back together. They basically got both Bulls that was there. So
Darius Miles Jr. The Kings getting Barnes, I think was real good for that young team. What are they? 8th seed right now, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They fighting for a spot, so I like
it's
what
not
they're
gonna last. Barnes is trash too.
He's not trash.
I hate Barnes.
He's not trash.
You know what's crazy? He only 26.
He's stealing.
He a winner, man. He got a title. He got a title. Houston, I didn't like the Amon pickup. If I'm trying to get a defensive player, I'm not thinking Amon Shepard. I'm not just running at him. I'm pretty sure they could have found somebody else.
That's what
I'm saying.
No, they couldn't.
I hate when people say that. Like, bro, who could they have gotten?
For one, they don't got money like that to go.
All right. I'll give you that then. But I'm not thinking lockdown defense with no Amon Shepard. I don't know where y'all getting this from.
It's not nobody saying lockdown.
What is it about then?
It's about a good defensive player that can play a role.
Athletic guy, I give you that.
He
hustle.
He could play a role. There's no expectations on him but to play a little bit of defense.
He don't need the ball in his hand.
No screens. I don't need you to worry about with the offense side of the ball. That's all James Harden, Chris Paul, and whoever, and the bench players. Gordon.
He been shooting.
Play solid defense. That's it.
And he been shooting threes better this year.
Nah. See, now we're not gonna go there because now you're gonna.
He has been. Don't act like y'all been watching him in Sacramento.
I ain't been watching, but I ain't worried about his 3-point shooting. I know that.
All you got to do is, if PJ Tucker could do it,
word.
In the corner, set up. We don't need you to drive, dribble, nothing, fam.
I done seen him do that before, and it never worked out, okay?
Well, what made the Bulls want to take on that Otto Porter contract, man?
I feel like that's a good pickup for the Bulls.
Because
we needed to cut ties with Jabari Parker contract. So I'm cool with that. There's actually future in Otto Porter. There was no future in Jabari Parker.
All right. Well, one dude y'all forgot about, man, Rodney Hood, man. He gonna give him some. Yeah. He gonna give him some playing time in Portland, man.
Yeah.
He gonna give him some minutes.
Hopefully, them dudes pass him the ball.
Word. Well, mainly Lillard, but he'll probably be coming off the bench anyway. He'll be with the second unit. I'm not gonna say nothing about the whole Knicks deal. We spoke about this last week, so I'm gonna just skip over that. Fultz, I was a little confused about that one. I felt like they gave him too much. I mean, he's a bust, and
definitely gave him too much.
Yeah, I felt like they lost in that one, but that's pretty much all I got.
They gave up in that deal. I wasn't.
They gave up a first, a second, protected first, a second, and Jonathan Simmons.
Yeah,
I don't know. This might need to be the start that Fultz needs, huh?
Mind you, he got 2 or 3 years left on his contract too.
So he's still super young, still super cheap too, because he on his rookie deal. That might be the break.
No, not super cheap. He's the number 1 pick.
Yeah. Okay, not super cheap, but he might be more to him, you know. And it's like Jared Goff under Fisher, he couldn't do nothing. Once he got under McVay, he's a superstar now. So.
I don't disagree that it was
fuck
a good
Jared Goff and that superstar talk you talking about over there, fam. What is wrong with you, son? Why would you bring that up?
Yo, you ain't see me try to I tried to divert.
Yeah, you tried. That wasn't gonna work. I don't care. I was gonna cut you off anyway. Now continue, Chips.
Damn, I forgot what I was about to say, man. Go ahead, Chips. I was gonna say, and I don't appreciate New Orleans playing all them games, man. About to have the Celtics and the Lakers give up the whole damn house.
Oh well.
House. But go ahead, Chips. That's all I got.
To talk, finish what I was saying. I think the Fultz deal. I'm not mad at them for taking a shot at him. But I just feel like 2 picks. I know it's top 20 protected and all that stuff, but still, like you don't have to spend that much on him. And then we got an injured player in KP, and teams is just like, nah, I don't want him. Like, you can't get this for that. You can't get that. So I don't know. I don't understand the NBA and how, you know, some shit just go by. You know, like, yeah, take whatever. Hey, you want 3 picks or whatever. Like, and then other things, but like, you just can't get rid of motherfuckers that have more value. So I don't understand.
It's just how people see them, man.
That's crazy to me. But yet, exciting trade deadline for the NBA. I think the best move for me was it was something that didn't even happen.
Oh boy.
Something that didn't even happen. The best move was fucking New Orleans fucking the shit out of the Lakers out their locker room on purpose, fucking up LeBron's image on purpose, fucking up Rich Paul's image on purpose. Like, yo, I'm so sick of LeBron B. Like, I don't even want to talk about the deadline. I want to talk about LeBron and how he wants to sit and act like you fucking God. Like everybody don't know that you dictate who plays on your team. You came to the Lakers, these young dudes. I feel bad for Ingram. I feel bad for Lonzo. And I'm usually, y'all know how much I hate the daddy. What's his name?
LeVar.
But the daddy.
I need LeVar to come out and start speaking the truth. Say LeBron name, yo.
He did today.
He definitely did today.
Yeah.
What you said? I ain't hear that.
He was saying that that LeBron won't win a title in LA without Lonzo.
Oh, he said that before. Oh.
Yeah, but that's not really saying that. Saying like, yo,
no,
I need him to say.
I'm pretty sure he said more. I didn't watch the whole interview.
I need him to say, LeBron came here fucking up the team chemistry. That
he was actually blaming the coach. He was blaming.
He definitely said Luke.
Yeah,
coaching his son.
Yeah, he's been critical of Luke forever before LeBron.
I need you to say what LeBron is fucking doing. It's clear as day, you know. Then you got the fucking locker room beefing now, and you just sitting mad nonchalant on the bench, 2 seats away from the rest of your team. You don't even seem engaged. Well, whatever, 5, 6. You ain't next to your team. You don't even seem engaged. And I was watching the game that's on today. Lance, somebody hit a 3. You did like this. Lance Stevenson, I think 1 or 2 plays later, Lance Stevenson came down and hit a 3. The beginning of the season, that motherfucker was stroking guitars and y'all were like, yeah. And you just went like this. Like, and you playing the Celtics, B. You don't have more enthusiasm than that because you already got in your mind, fuck this season. I need AD. I need help as always. The way you got your first chips. Come on, son. You're supposed to be one of the, arguably the best player in the NBA history. And you acting like this because you decided to go to LA. You knew what that team was. And they got good players, man. I'm an LA hater, but they got good players, yo. And you got the motherfuckers looking like they back in year 1, son. All because you and your fucking partner, agent, Rich Paul, want to leak some shit about and put a bug in AD ear, whatever, that y'all want to link up and you want him to demand a trade when all that shit could have been dealt behind the scenes. And you and even if you ain't mean for it to get out, you don't think people are gonna put together the pieces that your agent is your brother and is also AD agent? Come on, son, you act, and then you want to say it and the fucking shit he said today talking about I'm not demanding trades and the post he put up about Dallas trading Harrison Barnes in the middle of the game. This is fucking business. This is GMs. They get paid to fucking work deals out 24/7. When free agency hit, they had people do it 2 a.m. So what makes you think because a live game is going on that they're not supposed to work on a deal? And you sound extra stupid because it came out that Harrison Barnes knew about the trade and he said he wanted to play. So because you dumbass didn't know, you saw it as a shot to say, oh, let me try to cover my ass and make it look like I ain't doing nothing wrong, like I ain't tampering. We all know you tampered, bro. You did it when you boys formed up in Miami. At least you kept that under wraps. But come on, son, like you're supposed to be the greatest person. I mean, one of the greatest players in the NBA in NBA history, and you sitting here acting like this. Come on, son, that's bird shit, man. Anybody that respect that man and still want to put him up there with the GOATs, his character is flawed, man. Flawed, man. He's a sucker. You the best player in the NBA, as seen by most. I think KD better than you now, but whatever.
And he's shooting 68% from the free throw line.
What you say?
He said he's shooting 68% from the free throw line.
like, come on, son. Like, you gotta stop, man. Man up, yo. Play ball. Fuck out of here. But go ahead, man. That's all I want to say about the deadline. Braun is a bum, man. For real.
I just want to piggyback off of what Chip said, and when LeBron first went to the Lakers, remember I said he was gonna make them motherfuckers bad.
You did say it, yo. Shout out to you.
Bad.
You said it.
Yeah, but everybody knows this is a throwaway season. Everybody knows that.
It could be a throwaway season, but he don't gotta retract. Like, they don't have to look how they
literally made those players on that team he stunted their growth. Like, everybody saw potential in Lonzo last year. It was like, okay, he had an okay first season.
Lonzo,
he could be better.
Didn't Kobe do that?
How they trade the dude that they was hype about?
No.
Kobe ain't do that with Russell?
No, Kobe did not stunt dude's growth.
Yo, how they trade? What's the dude? Zubac? Wasn't they hype about him?
Yeah. Zubac.
Wasn't they hype about him?
Yeah, they was.
Yep.
And you get rid of him? What you got back for him?
Muscala. Muscala's good. No, Muscala's good.
I don't know, man. It's just some real sucker shit to me.
Poor Luke.
What you feel about free agency, PH?
It's real emotional, man. This is
the nerve.
Man. What's going on? It's a lot of emotions going on up in here, man.
Whole episode, I see.
Yeah. Man, the trade deadline was cool to me though, man. The Sixers, like everybody said, the Sixers and the Bucks, I think, made their teams really strong going on to the playoffs. Even like even though y'all don't believe it, I think the Toronto trade with Marc Gasol was a big addition to their team. Yeah, the AD not going to the Lakers. I don't know. I mean, them being spiteful and not trading them to the Lakers and waiting for Boston. I just don't know if that was the right move.
It ain't just Boston. It ain't just Boston. I think it was more principled, and they still have control.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point, if he really wants to be a Laker, teams ain't really gonna want to give up but so much for a rental. If I'm Boston, I don't want to really give up Tatum.
Oh, they was trying to give him up
for AD, knowing AD not going to re-sign.
You don't know that.
They was trying to give us some shit.
Players change their mind all the time. Look at Paul George, most recent prime example. He was saying that same "I'm going to LA" shit too.
Yeah, but that was before LeBron was there, though.
What that got to do with anything? If anything, that would have sweetened the deal.
Nah, it wasn't. People like chips. They don't like LeBron. They don't want to play with LeBron. Everybody's souring on that man right now, man.
But AD the only one that don't not like LeBron? AD the only one that like him?
That's the way it seemed. I'm not saying it's 100% true, but that's the way it seemed. At least, I mean, he said, I don't want to put words in his mouth. He said that he wanted to be on the Lakers, and that's where he wanted to re-sign.
He said Knicks is just as intriguing as Lakers too.
Oh boy,
in Milwaukee.
I'm going over what he said.
Because he lived in Chicago, or he's from Chicago, and it's kind of close. So I mean, I understand all of that, but Milwaukee ain't really got nothing to give up. Well, now they do. No, not really, because they ain't taking Mirotic back. The Knicks, they still got a little something they could give up for him if they give up that pick. I don't know. I can't wait to see this free agency period, man. This is gonna be like the trade deadline. It's gonna be really exciting to see where everybody go, man. Because that list is ridiculously long.
I'm really interested to see what Kawhi is gonna do.
He's staying in Toronto, fam. He ain't going nowhere.
Oh, the same person that said he wanted to go to LA.
Facts. I was just about to say
that was before LeBron, son.
Well, LA is two teams, so you don't know what you're thinking about.
Nah, it was after LeBron too.
It was after LeBron.
He could have been talking about the Clippers, man.
It was okay. Y'all say so. I'll let y'all have it.
Gave you two examples. Oh, the emotional ass.
I ain't emotional. Well, at least not for this session. Last session I was. This one, I'm cool. Chips is emotional for this one.
I feel like New Orleans never had any intent on trading them before the deadline anyway. I feel like they was just testing the waters like, all right, let's see who's willing to give up what, and let's see if they still talking that same talk at the end of the season.
There was no testing, man. It was, I'm going to fuck up the Lakers locker room. That's what it was. That's what it was.
It was more to it than that, though. It wasn't that vindictive.
Fuck up the Lakers locker room. That's what it was. And kudos to them for doing that, yo.
That's all you care about?
That's all I care about.
That's all you care about?
Some sucker shit, man.
I want to say this. I've been in agreement beforehand that LeBron would probably stunt the growth of the young Lakers. But I can't agree that he's making them worse. They're in a playoff race right now. They wasn't last year. They was in the lottery last year. So I can't say he's making them worse. I understand what y'all mean, with all the turmoil and all of that's going on. But to be honest, Brandon Ingram is playing just as well as last year, if not a little bit better. Kuzma is playing just as well as last year, if not.
Numbers ain't the same for Kuzma.
How much different is it? If it ain't.
Can you honestly say by the eye test, the way Kuzma's been playing this year, it was as impactful as it was last year? It's not.
It won't be as impactful because you don't have LeBron on your team. Of course, it's not going to be as impactful, but you can't say a team that was in the lottery but now is in the playoff race got worse. You can't say that.
You can if you add LeBron. Everybody knew they was going to be in the picture. Nobody expected them not to make the playoffs at all.
Oh, yes, there was people saying
yeah.
wasn't going
I
to make
said they'd be lucky if they get the 8th seed. That's what I said.
If LeBron would have never got hurt, they would still be in the 4, 5, 6 slot right now.
Oh, LaMarcus Aldridge, Chips boys playing next.
And real quick before we move on, I want to touch on the free agency what PH was saying. So first it was Kyrie and now is Durant. How these guys are getting tired of the press and these stories about everything that's going on in free agency. So just yesterday, KD went off.
Hilarious.
He went off on one particular guy, and I feel him because he's like, yo, this guy is making up stories about me in free agency as if I'm the one as if he's getting this from me. Like nobody's talking to him, but he's making these stories up about me going to New York, about me wanting KP traded. He was like, I don't got nothing to do with that. And then you go back a couple of weeks, and same thing with Kyrie. That when that story came out, when Kyrie was like, I don't owe nobody nothing, that was the headline. Kyrie said he doesn't owe anybody anything. And then he also said he see what the Knicks is doing, he respect what they're doing. You had to go and read the article for you to see him say, but I'm happy with Boston. I like what they're doing in Boston. I like the future in Boston. Nobody's talking about that. The headline is just, the Knicks, I respect the Knicks. Nobody owe me nothing.
Yo, get KD out of here. Get that KD shit out of here. This is the same. He getting mad at reporters making false narratives and making shit up. This the same dude that had a Twitter burner account, man.
What that have to do? What that got to do with free agency, son?
Because he was making up shit himself.
No, he was making up accounts to defend himself. He wasn't making stuff up.
Get him out of here. And then the Kyrie shit, I understand that. But was that his father's first time in the Garden the other day, son? What was that whole shit about?
I don't know.
When he gave the jersey and he waited on the court and had his father walk. That shit was all a spectacle. That was the same day he said nobody owes him shit, right?
Yeah, but why you can't give his father
that shit is all a show, son. That shit is all a show, man. All that shit is a show.
But
players know what they doing.
What that have to do? What that have to do with a reporter? With reporters making up stories?
Because don't kill a reporter for making up a story, but you can make up a Twitter account.
It's not even that.
But that's not even the same thing, though.
It's two people. It's two people being corns. They both being corns.
All right, but you want to know what the difference is? These stories got Draymond saying, "Yo, we don't want you here. You leaving anyway," because he's believing in stuff that he's reading.
Corn.
So I don't get the correlation, honestly.
I don't get that correlation.
Like one thing is people making up stories that could fracture a team. It's almost like if y'all believe that the Pelicans did this just to fuck up the Lakers. That's like a reporter doing that, saying, you know what? He don't want to answer no questions. So I'm gonna say, oh, well, you know, KD is cool with this guy that worked for the Knicks. And then this guy with the Knicks, they made sure that KP got traded. He's going to the Knicks. And now everybody's looking at him like, yo, son. Like, yo, why they saying you going to the Knicks?
Listen, let me. A reporter is going to do what a fucking reporter does.
Make up stories? Making up stories is not what they supposed to do.
Hold on. Let me finish. I'm a strong believer in if there's smoke, there's fire somewhere. Oh, right. So no, listen. That's what I believe in. But on the flip side, there's always been rumors that wasn't fucking true, that came from somewhere or whatever. I don't know if I can say like, yo, this guy is fabricating a whole lie and putting in an article. I don't know if I can say that. KD can't say that. He don't know if somebody is saying something to do air or something. He's a fucking reporter. If a reporter is saying something about a fucking team, You sit down there, you got plenty of times where you can get personal with your teammates and say, yo, listen, this shit is a lie, and iron it out.
All right, but why you can't address the reporter also?
You can.
That's what he did.
I'm not mad at him for addressing it. All I'm saying is, you sound kind of silly telling a reporter not to write this story or that story. Like you can't, like who can do that? Who can tell? That's like a celebrity when they get mad at the paparazzi.
His beef was,
you're a celebrity, fam. It's part of the game.
But he writing the story as if KD is talking to him, not like
it doesn't matter how many stories get printed.
KD out of here.
How many stories get printed about somebody and they didn't talk directly to the reporter, son?
Yeah, but
and then they get upset about it though, son. You make it seem like.
But my point is it's fucking pointless. It's pointless. Like
to you, it's pointless. They was just having a fight in the locker room and on the court about this.
Handle it in the locker room, son. Handle it in the locker room.
But they already spilled over to the court. Like you saying it's pointless, but it's obviously it ain't pointless because it's reaching a point where it's affected. Even Kyrie was like, the industry is bullshit. He's like, it's effing bullshit.
Yo, listen, man. It is what it fucking is.
When you steady have to defend yourself about something that ain't true, that's annoying, son.
Let me ask you a question. Because I'm just speaking on me as a human being. If somebody say, yo, Chips is going into work, he's stealing mad change or mad petty cash, you think I'm not going to come to whoever and be like, yo, I'm not taking no petty cash?
Yeah.
Or if it's basketball, yo, I'm not worried about free agency right now.
All right.
That's it. That's all you got to do. Let them fucking do.
So you're not gonna address the person that's saying that you're stealing money?
You know how many people you gotta address though for that?
Are you gonna address the person that say you're stealing money?
If you correlate to all the KD stories that came out, everything that came out from KD about KD in this past.
But he was talking about one particular.
I know, but this is my point: is you cannot finger out that reporter.
Yes, you can.
Then you got to finger out everybody else.
No, you don't. Because maybe he's that one person that you saw right there. You're not reading. He works.
Come on, son. Stop.
He reports with the Golden State Warriors.
Son.
You don't have to read what's going on in New York. What they writing in the New York Post.
I'm not talking about New York. I'm talking about ESPN. I'm talking about fucking Yahoo Sports.
But that doesn't matter because they're getting their info from these reporters.
No.
What do you mean? No.
So you got to realize. A lot of these local reporters is who narrates these stories. So when it gets to ESPN, that's why they say from sources.
Words,
sometimes they say from sources, not all the time.
All the time? What do you mean?
No, hold on. No, stop.
ESPN don't be there.
Stop, fam. Stop. ESPN has reporters that go to different cities and cover different teams.
Right.
They have that for fact. It's not just a New York reporter cover New York and then they
be local. They be local reporters.
Huh?
They be local reporters that work for ESPN.
I know. They're local reporters, but like I'm saying, ESPN has different reporters that go to different teams and cover different teams. Yahoo or everybody has reporters that go to a specific team to report. Every story that comes out about a player or a team is not coming directly from a local reporter. That is completely false.
Nobody said every.
That's what Yitty just said. That's what he just said.
I'm sorry, Mr. Literal. Majority.
No, it's not literal. That's what you said.
Yeah, he literally said that.
Whatever.
Majority.
I said not every story. And he said not all the stories come from the local reporter. That doesn't happen.
You was being
what I'm saying is,
taking me literal.
My point is, there are reports that have been out. A lot of fucking reports that came out about KD. Not all originated from this one reporter. I get it if you got a beef with that one reporter, but. Like,
I think that was the main thing.
Words, and you saying but
so KD initially generalized it and said reporters, but then he definitely made it personal with this. So I think it's definitely.
If you watch the interview, he's standing there, he's talking to the other guy answering his question. And then he's like,
I was just trying to wrap it up, sir. I was trying to wrap it up. That don't mean keep going. I was trying to wrap it up. Appreciate you though. NBA All-Star Weekend. We back. We just had the draft. It was live this time. They didn't hide who got picked last. My bad, Bradley Bill, but you ain't shit.
I don't know about all that, but go ahead.
I think Kyle Lowry should have been last, but Giannis was like, he made him.
Kyle Lowry shouldn't have been on the team
at all.
That too. But how y'all feel about the draft, man? I mean, they trying to make it interesting with this whole draft shit. LeBron team looked wild though, but
the all free agent team. That's what it was. That's what it is. My fault.
Like my man Giannis said, tampering. Damn it.
Yo, and then they had the nerve to make a trade after they drafted, son.
Who they traded?
Simmons for Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook and Ben Simmons.
Because before they drafted, he said Giannis said he wanted Russ and Embiid on the same team so he can make them friends.
Yeah.
Oh. That's funny. That's hilarious.
I must have missed that one.
That's hilarious. I know he said that, but that was dope.
Well, what's the thoughts on this draft, fellas? Well, go ahead, PH.
Like I said, it's the all free agent team like LeBron got right now, man. He up there, he doing his tampering thing right now, trying to get all the people together. Like, hey, look, this is how we gonna play together when we get in the league next year. It's cool though. I mean, I'm not really too hyped for it. Game gonna be the same as usual. Everybody just letting everybody go to the basket, layups, dunks, no defense.
Oh,
maybe maybe I stop here or there. It's gonna be probably 190 to 180 or some shit like that.
I mean, that's regular games now.
No, not too bad, but
Buddha looking like that because the Lakers just hit the last.
No, it was a crazy whole fourth quarter though. They was hitting mad threes back to back.
I really want to see the rest of the All-Star stuff. Dunk competition, 3-point. Maybe that's going to probably be a little bit interesting to me. But for the game, not really too hyped to watch, even with that draft.
What you got, Pop?
I think that
I said, Puda, sit down. Puda.
You know me, I always look forward to the All-Star festivities. I enjoy the game. I like seeing, all the jokes they be cracking and all the wild threes they be taking, and then in the second half it gets kind of serious. I think LeBron does have a wilder team, but I like Giannis's starting lineup better, especially with Paul George and Embiid being there. Are they gonna do this? What did they call the shit with Dirk and D-Wade? What did they call that?
The legacy guys.
Are they gonna do that every year?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it was just them two.
I think it was last year because of the careers that they had.
Yeah, they legends.
Yeah,
legends ain't retiring every year.
I'm gonna look at Chips when I say this. They better keep this same energy. You know what I mean? When there's other legacy players that's all I'm
saying. Vince Carter ready to go? I agree.
I'm gonna just leave it there.
No, y'all see what I agree.
Yeah, you're right. Vince Carter. Why Vince Carter? They put him in the dunk. They should put him in the dunk contest.
Word, son. I agree with Pop, man. I don't know how Lowry continues to. I don't know. Why is he in the All-Star game? What is he doing?
Cuz 2. That's it. That's the only answer you got right there.
Cuz 2.
Who didn't know where that came from?
I don't remember that, fam. I don't remember that.
I'll tell you. I'll remind you later. But go ahead,
it's gonna look KD, LeBron, and Kawhi on the same team on the court at the same time. Gonna look crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Them boys gonna be running up and down all day. And then when Anthony
run up and down,
huh?
Anybody's gonna run up and down. Not nothing special.
I guess until the second half, then it get a little bit more serious.
You mean the second half of the fourth quarter?
Nah, the second half, man.
Fourth quarter.
That's when they get a little bit more serious. You got Westbrook there. You know he angry all day. He don't care.
Yeah, because he gonna want to dunk. That's it. dunk, get some assists and some rebounds. He's still gonna try to get a triple-double.
Yeah, I guess. Shouts
Why Rondo got like half a mustache, half on this side, nothing in the middle.
Shouts to D'Angelo Russell, man. Proud of that dude, man. He definitely deserved to be there. That's pretty much it, man. Oh, shouts to Chips. Man, LaMarcus Aldridge making it. You know what I'm saying? That's his man. That's a sleeper right there. That's a sleeper pick. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna just pass it to Chips. Hey, Chips, talk about LaMarcus.
I'm gonna pass it to Pop because I don't want to talk about the All-Star game.
And I just did a quick check.
The way I felt last time we talked about it.
Yeah, everybody's stats on the Lakers is pretty much the same, but we'll see what happens the rest of the year. I think the 3-point contest is gonna be fire. That lineup That lineup is crazy.
Yeah, it's a good lineup.
Fuck around and Dirk might win it one last time before he go out. That shit is crazy.
Yo, Dirk gonna shoot at least 2 air balls.
That you gotta have some stamina.
Dirk.
Contest.
That's why I was saying put Vincent. Wait, why you shaking your head, son? Why Dirk can't be in the 3-point contest?
Dirk is not winning no damn 3-point contest. I get it. Sentimental reasons, but he's not winning no.
I ain't saying he's gonna win. I'm just saying it's dope he in it, son. Nobody thinks he's gonna beat Steph and fucking Devin Booker.
Sentimental. I get it.
I'm not a fan of the contestants in the dunk contest. I wish Ferguson would have been in it, and I wish Derrick Jones Jr. got hurt, but I wish he would have been in it also. But I just hope I'm proven wrong. I hope the actual game is good this year. If they played hard, this would be really dope. They picked some good teams. I think it'll be some interesting matchups, but I just don't have any faith in it actually being good. So the 6 minute left of the game. What you got, Chris?
Yeah, not interested in the game at all. Definitely interested in 3-point contest. You took exactly what I was going to say. I think that's going to be the most interesting event. I was looking at like the skills contest, and they got centers doing that. I'm like, what the fuck?
They've been having it.
They do that every year.
Yeah, but Cousins was in it one year.
It's big versus small, and then when they get down to the end, it's just the last.
They need to get back to the speedy point guards and shit. Like
that whole fucking event is stupid, man. Let's keep it a buck. They throwing a fucking ball through a tire. Like, I get it, man.
You can't do it. You can't do it.
I'm pretty sure I can talk. I can't run, but I probably can.
Nah, you can't do a chest pass to a tire. I put money on.
Huh?
How many tries?
In at least 5 tries, I can get a ball.
Nope.
Yo, hold on. Don't you still got that tire hanging up on the tree in the back?
It ain't hanging right now because it broke, but I can put it back up.
Son, you're not throwing it.
Record that shit.
Where is it from? Like the elbow? Where they throwing the pass from?
That's a chest pass too.
They don't be that far, son.
It's a chest pass and one of them
bounce pass too.
I can do a chest pass, son.
It's a bounce pass too.
From the I want the right distance too.
I think it's like 10 feet, something like that.
Listen.
Yeah,
you gotta have the whole obstacle course, son. You can't just stand there throwing chest passes. You gotta do the running.
No, let's start over the chest pass.
Out.
Mark this episode. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna do when it's nice outside. I'm gonna do a recording from outside. We're gonna post on the episode, and I'm gonna fucking do a chest pass through a tire.
Yo, here it is to simulate the running around though, because Chips can't run. He gotta do 20 jumping jacks and then do it. But yeah, I think the 3-point contest is the most interesting. The Curry brothers. I think that's gonna be played upon real big.
Joe Harris, baby, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck. But yeah, I don't feel like anything's going to change as far as the game goes. So we'll see. They're trying to spark interest, but unfortunately, you could be as interesting before the game as you want. But once the game starts, you see what it is, and it's like, fuck, it's the same shit every year. So fuck it. But
I think we getting old.
Nah, I like the All-Star weekend. Y'all motherfuckers getting old. Fuck y'all.
I mean, it is. I wish, man, PH, man, we should have set something up, bro. We should have set something up, man.
I said the same thing.
The only way I'd be going down there now is, unfortunately.
No. I don't mean like I don't mean we get
hold on.
Man.
Rest in peace, my Uncle Billy.
Yes.
The only reason now I'd be going down there is to, pay my respects.
Yes.
At his services. But
R.I.P. Uncle Billy, man.
If I could get down there, I gotta see. Ain't gonna be no hotels available. Sheesh.
Nah, when I say we getting old, I don't mean to enjoy the festivities. I'm talking about. I feel like when we was younger, the game was lit. I don't think it's as enjoyable anymore.
We don't care about these individual players like that anymore. Like back in the day, we really had like players we really cared about. For me, like
back in the day, we cared about the players from our team.
That's what I'm saying. Like players that we really cared about. Like outside of Pat Ewing being from the Knicks, y'all loved that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all loved y'all some Pat Ewing. Didn't John Starks make it a couple times? Y'all couldn't too. Shit.
Nate Robinson in the dunk contest. Those are good old days, man. Good old days.
It just ain't the same no more now. You can see that players really don't care now. So it's kind of hard for the regular fan to get into it if they ain't into it.
I don't know. I think we getting old.
I agree though, because I can't be staying up that late, watching basketball no more.
Motherfuckers retarded.
Dunk contest come on, I'll be like, damn, it's after 11. Jeez.
Niggas like you want to stay up.
Hopefully, after True Detective go off, the All-Star game be good. Hopefully.
Yo, dunk contest, come on, you stay up that late. If it's trash, you are upset. Man.
Word. No, you're not lying though. Like I could have been out the crib. Stayed in the house.
That's how I felt with the Super Bowl driving back from Long Island. Fuck. Man. Fuck.
Like, yo, I drove these 3 hours for this?
Nigga said 3 hours. I ain't that far away.
Got him.
Damn. Yo, son, you ain't saying nothing in 10 minutes, bro.
Fun police. That's all I'm here for.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Just know I'm counting. I'll tell you what I'm counting later. But next subject, man. So a little bit of a different spin from the sports. We got another viewer's question. Topic came up, and want to know y'all opinions, man. What would you guys say is the difference, if any, from your child going to private school or public school? And we all got kids, except we all got kids. Pop, yours ain't start yet. You ain't start going to school yet.
Let me go first.
You might have them in like private daycare or something.
Y'all gonna have way more to go off than me, so let me get mine out the way first.
Spark it off.
I have literally no experience with private school, Catholic school, none of that. But the perception is it's better. It's better education, better food, better environment, and the little bit of experience I do have is just from other people. Like one of me and Puda friends, he went to Spoonie. He went to a Catholic school in high school, but it was for basketball. I forgot what the name of the school was, but he wore a uniform. If I remember correctly, I think he wore a uniform.
Yeah.
He ended up going to college to play ball. It was like Southern Charleston or something like that. Would he have been able to get there at a public school? I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. My wife, no, actually, I'm bugging. She didn't go to a private school. She just lived upstate with the white people where the public school was so good that it felt like a private school. So, I don't know. I guess I think it's about the individual, the kid. You know, like there's people. We went, me, Puda, and Chips. We all went to the same high school. Not only was it a public school, it was like the zone school. It was like the only school.
It was the first school in New York City.
No, it wasn't.
No, it
It
wasn't.
was, son.
Yo, our second day of school, Pop. You remember what happened our second day of school?
Yeah, but I don't think it's the worst though. I think
Son,
Jefferson
Lane
was worse
Lane
than
was,
Lane.
No way.
No, son. Lane was
We
ranked.
had every game.
Lane was ranked the
Lane was
worst
bad.
school at
Yeah,
that
Lane
time,
was
son.
Jefferson was bad, son. But anyway, I'm saying names that only people from Brooklyn would probably know about. We went to a school called Franklin K. Lane. It was on the borderline, Brooklyn and Queens. And you seen the good and the bad. Although I'm saying that there was, in my opinion, there might have been schools worse. It was a bad school. There's no debating that. It was top 5 and it wasn't 5. So, but I know people who went to good colleges from that school. And I know people who dropped out and got kicked out. And I think it's all about the kid. And I feel like we had some good departments in there. It just, most of us just didn't take advantage of it, being ignorant, being childish. I'm pretty sure it wasn't the best of the best. If I went to my wife's school, I'm pretty sure her departments was probably a lot better. But there was certain stuff in there that I was like, oh, this is cool. They got this, they got that. They was having trips out of state, upstate, Pennsylvania, doing this and that. They had little stuff. So I just think it's all about the actual kid and how they engage. But you definitely need good teachers. So that's probably the most important thing outside of the kid. But who was it? Chris and PH? I don't know who got the youngest out of y'all two. I'm gonna let one of y'all go. Who got the youngest out of y'all two?
PH?
Me.
Yeah, you go, PH.
What? How you got the youngest?
Out of them two, I said.
For us too.
The kids.
Madison is how old?
7.
She just turned 7.
And how old might Nabi?
Nabi will be 8 this year, brother.
First off, he should know that. Should slap him.
Nah, I'm bad with listen, fam. I'm bad with birthdays, B. I don't know how. I like 7 damn god babies. I don't be knowing. Fuck.
And he see all of them except Nabi.
Bars. But anyway.
Go ahead, PH.
Nobody told you to stay in fucking Virginia. Fuck.
His mortgage told me.
I don't have too much. I don't have really no experience with private school. Now I went to school in Brooklyn, just like the rest of y'all. I wanted to go to Lane. My mom said that I put that on that list.
How you choose Lane though?
Huh?
How you chose it?
Because that's where everybody else was going. I ain't nowhere else to put. Fuck it. Everybody in the hood going there.
Yo,
my peoples.
Yo, real quick, that's another thing too. I can't speak for people outside of New York. When you're in junior high school, you don't know nothing about them schools. Like when you picking high schools, you don't really know nothing. Y'all was picking names like, oh, that sound dope. John Dewey. Oh, putting John Dewey on here. I didn't know nothing about these schools.
That's a fault of junior high because I in 296 in Bushwick, they definitely prepped us in.
Oh, that's good.
All they told us about was the Brooklyn Tech. Getting to Brooklyn Tech was the best thing. Everything else was
you had to take a test and all that. Yeah. What was the other one? There was another one you had to take a test.
Iverson.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for them schools, you was going to the trash. And you know what? I was like, yo, I want to go to Lane. My mom came home, saw that. She's like, you going to what? This is school you picked? No. I don't know how she did it. Don't know. But in August, the first week of August, she got my school changed from Lane to Paul Robeson. I'm like, Robeson? What the fuck is this school at? Across the street from the fucking Blood Central.
Mm-hmm. What projects was those again?
Albany.
Yeah.
Right across the street. I'm like, lady. So I can go to people's, we can all fight together. I gotta go to this school by myself.
Can't wear no red. Or blue.
Word, son. Oh my God. And on top of that, all 4 years I was in that school, construction. They ain't never finished that school the whole time I was there.
Yo, I was like, what do you mean construction?
I thought he was doing like a construction major in there. So like,
No, they ain't never finished that school.
He said it was scaffolding outside the shit the whole time.
Post no bills.
Yo,
Post no bills.
My whole
No sunlight in the windows.
the first year, the basement was wrapped. The second year, the whole top floor was wrapped. So, the school was terrible, son. Oh man, but I had good times there. I met some people from the east that I didn't even know was in the school. Lavelle, Ostis, you know. But even going to that school and how terrible it looked, the basketball team, a lot of players got to go to like D1 schools. Allen Griffin, even Lavelle had a chance to go to a school, but I don't remember what happened with that. It's not my story to tell. But like Pop said, I think it's just the individual. You apply yourself. You do what you got to do. You can make it. You know, you just have to put the work in and put that effort in. Like I said, you know, private school is just you spend that money, you get that better opportunity. So I think maybe private school is a better choice, starting off and going off into like adulthood and going to college. But like us, we didn't even start that way. I mean, we was in public schools from the get-go, and then learned about private schools later on.
Did you look into private school for your daughter?
Not yet. Looked at a charter school. But
Charter, he said private.
No, I said no, but we looked into a charter school.
Okay.
Is it because something's wrong with the public school, or?
No, but that's what I was getting ready to say. The public schools out here it's not like public school down there. It's just like college campuses out here, man. It's huge. It's got own football field, baseball field, basketball courts. Everything is all separate. Like when we went to school, it was just one building. These schools got like 3, 4, 7 buildings just for like kindergarten to 5th grade.
So let me ask this. So if that's the case, why even look into the charter schools and the private schools and all that?
It was just that was when she was first starting school.
Oh, okay.
And we was just looking into some, you know, different opportunities and different things for her. But you know, once she got into that school, I mean, they do a lot. They do a lot in schools down here, man. A whole lot. And it's I guess it's because I don't know, because being down here, being down south is totally different. But public schools is not too far off, man. Me personally, I wouldn't go against public schools being down south. How is it in Virginia, Chris?
And I want you to answer those same questions, Chris.
I got you. So it's pretty much the same. You know, my initial interaction with public school, private school, when I was going to junior high, I took and passed the test for Philip Scholar, 383 off of Wilson. So I passed that. I got in. I hated it.
Where's that for people that don't know?
Brooklyn, New York, off of, I think that was Wilson, right before you get to Myrtle.
So in Bushwick.
In Bushwick, yeah. It was right before you got to Myrtle Ave, on Wilson Ave. It was called Philip Scholar, IS 383. Had the uniforms and everything. And I hated it because all my friends went to 296. So I had to make friends or whatever. I lasted 1 year there. Honestly, this is probably the first year I would have got left back if I didn't go there and then transferred to 296 because I would have got held back. I was failing. I honestly got into more trouble at private school at that age than I did in public school because when I went to public school, I was comfortable. I was in my element. Now, granted, I was in top classes, but I was with my friends. You know what I mean? And for me, private school just didn't have much. Like, I wasn't learning nothing different. And it was still the same bullshit, honestly. A little bit more freedom, though. Being in private school, we go on a recess, we could go down the street to the damn store and shit. I was like, what? We can actually leave school?
This junior high school?
It's junior high, yeah. Like, I was like, oh, okay. So, that was a little bit different. But outside of that, my only other experience personally, firsthand, was Nightmare Op, going to Christ the King, seeing the difference that they had. You know what I mean? The impact that school had on their future was a lot different than me going to automotive. I didn't have, you know what I mean? And maybe it was, they played basketball and they was, good. They had scholarships and shit. I played basketball too. Fuck them. I ain't getting no scholarship because automotive, our gym looked like a fucking elementary school gym, like legit. One side of the court was like 6 inches away from the wall. Like if you went for a dead ball or like a loose ball in the wrong direction, you might have had a concussion.
Yo, shout out to Shamok. You heard?
Mom house.
He couldn't hold me. Don't say that. He couldn't hold me. But it was a lot different. Seeing them going to, I used to support Ak, because he was younger than me, so would always go to the games and stuff, and just seeing what the school had, and again, that same atmosphere of, on lunch, we going to the pizza shop at the corner. You know what I mean? Like, I was stuck eating school lunch, and this was public school lunch. You had to, like, go buy your juice. If you ain't buy your juice, you was drinking milk. And then if you go try and buy your juice with the, what was it? The butter crunch cookie? You got to watch what you're doing. You got to watch who over there in that corner at the little store because you're going to get got. Dude's going to run up on you and take your butter crunch. You know what I mean? Like, it was different in public school back then. Down here, it's absolutely, completely 100 times different. My homeboy is a teacher at one of the local high schools, big name high school, like their football team literally wins states almost every year. Like, that's how a beast this school is. It's a well-known school. But every kid in the school gets a laptop.
Public school.
Yes, it's a public school. Every kid gets a laptop. Like, they have home ec. They in there making chicken Alfredo and shit like that. I'm like, yo, I would have never even thought to be able to do this.
Man, you don't get out here with this cooking shit, man.
No, I'm just saying, period.
Yo, don't feed into him.
Y'all had home ec in Lane?
Yo, don't feed into him, son.
I'm just saying the thought of it. Like, that was
Actually,
some TV
we
shit.
did have that in
We did
Lane.
have home ec, though. Yeah.
Y'all did?
Yeah.
I ain't had that at automotive.
Yo, we had good programs in that school, man.
So here's the shit. If nobody knows, automotive is a vocational school. It's literally what it sounds like. It's for you to learn the trade and craft of fixing cars. I didn't do that shit. I hated that shit. I did the business side of it. It was probably like 90-10 ratio dudes to girls. We didn't have a prom. And the crazy shit is, all of that, we didn't even have a football team. Like, we couldn't afford it. That's like, so y'all said Lane was bad. Okay, I get it. It was like bad. My school was bad financially. Like, there was nothing to support the students at my school as far as that goes. But down here now, that's why, like PA said, here it's completely different. Now, my daughter is 7 going on 8. Initially, she went to private school. We sent her to private school, a school called Richmond Prep. It was it's a Black-owned private school here in Richmond. That was a part of why we wanted to do it, support the Black. The experience was great. You know what I mean? Nothing against the school, nothing against, the teachers, the higher-ups, the principal, the owner and the creators of the school. It was a great school, a great program for my daughter. She learned a lot. that shit was just super fucking expensive. Like legit $650 a month. And we're talking about kindergarten. This isn't even elementary school or junior high. This is kindergarten. And we're talking about $650 a month consistently. The reason that we did that is when we were, at that time, we were about to buy a house. We had no idea what the schools were as far as public schools in the area. So we were still learning it. And then we found out school literally right down the street, Arthur Ashe Elementary, was one of the best in Richmond as far as just a public school. The education level and the teachers were great. So we went through doing our homework, and it really took the task of doing your homework and then doing research, like shit I thought I would never do. Learning that, elementary school is really just all about what you do and work with on your kid, work with your kid directly. Middle school is where the school really matters. So shit like that is really like what we had to really take into consideration. It's like, okay, well, we might decide to put her back in if our finances are different. But, when her first day at public school, I was dropping her off, and literally the teacher told the kids, get in circle time, and Terrence, go up there and read the book. This little dude was reading great. I was like, oh, shit. Like, he was fluctuating his voice right. He was sounding like the character. I was like, oh, yeah, you good. I gave her a high five and I dipped. I was like, I'm out. So out here, it's a lot different. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the schools are like now in New York. I don't know if they've adapted to times, but down here is completely different, man. The technology that they use, the amount of effort that they put into it. We all came up in the atmosphere of no kid left behind. We came up in that era. So no matter what your grades was, you was going on to the next grade.
That's a fact. I don't know how I graduated from Lane. And for the people from New York that's listening and think, he said $650, that's cheap. That's not New York. It's down south.
Cost of living a lot different down here.
That's a fact.
Because I know some people going to be like, $650?
Word. That's it? What you got, Puda?
Like Pop said, it's definitely the individual. He definitely hit it on the nose with that. I don't have too much experience with private school. My sister, one of my sisters, my little brother, and one of my ex-girlfriends, they went to Catholic school. And what I can say about that is, when I used to go pick up from school, my girl, Catholic school had the chicks. So I used to bring my boys up there all the time. I ain't gonna front. It was loaded, boy. It used to be crazy. I used to go up there a period earlier before she even got out. Take my rounds. But I feel like those schools had a lot more opportunities than my school, Franklin K. Lane, which was a zone school. They used to take trips like out of the country all the time. Like I never saw that in my high school. It was crazy. I mean, they had a few good programs like the chess club and bowling. We had a football field. We didn't even have a football team.
Artificial turf and everything, son.
It was one of the best football fields over there.
Yeah.
Like other schools would come and use our football field for practice and everything. It was crazy. But I did get to meet a lot of good people there. Shout out to my man Chips, Tone, Provolone, Risa. But it's just about the individual. Like I know a lot of Catholic school and private school people who had opportunities, and it's unfortunate that they're not really successful or they're not really where they want to be in their lives. And there were a lot of people in public schools who didn't have a lot of opportunities, and they went out and made something themselves and found their own opportunities that was an advantage to them. So it's just the hunger you have and the drive, pretty much. The public schools within New York City and the public schools in Long Island is completely different. It sounds like the ones in Virginia, where you are, Chris. They have a building. Freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors all have their own buildings. They all have their own play fields, and they get to go out for lunch. It's weird. We never got those opportunities. We had one.
They got lockers down here, fam. I ain't never have a locker in my whole
it's crazy.
educational career.
You didn't have a locker, son?
I ain't have a locker my whole educational
There was no
career.
locker.
You should have came to Lane, son.
Nah, you should have came to. Yeah, you should have came to Lane because you would have went on the second floor. You'd have been lit. Yeah, Chips know about the second floor.
Man, if I didn't go to automotive, my school was going to be Grady.
Locker room, son.
Man, I used to leave my school to come to Lane.
Yeah, he definitely used to come up there all the time.
All the time.
This was
All the
always
time.
in the locker room.
I can't front. I used to want to come up there because I was a freshman, and I think Chips was either a junior or a senior. I used to want to come up there, but I was scared. I was like, chill. I ain't never been in a fight for real. Nah.
Oh, there was definitely fights.
There was a whole lot of them.
Yeah, there was definitely fights, like pretty much.
NWA.
Bad. I was secondary school.
NWO.
I was secondary school. There was a bomb threat.
Because I definitely would be able to take the G and then get on the A and then go to Broadway Junction and then get there. But I was like, chill. If I get to the junction, it was like a hit or miss with going to the junction. Like I'm gonna see.
You have to make it past the junction.
It was like, I'm gonna see some bad joints. I'm gonna bag something, or I'm gonna have
Then you still got to get on the J train. After that. And going to Lane, I felt like there was a lot of teachers that just didn't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot. So I just used to be in class chilling, writing rhymes, cracking jokes, cutting class, going to play space, and they allowed it. Like the security guards would see you in the hallway, and they would just walk with you up the hall. Why you cutting class?
Stealing my thunder, son.
My bad. When we went to the same high school, I'm gonna keep it short.
We used to be in the auditorium, just in the auditorium,
chilling,
just in there,
chilling. When I filled out my high school application, when I was in junior high school, I used to all the schools I picked was in Manhattan. I wanted to get out of Brooklyn and Queens badly. I felt like Manhattan was gonna be it for me, but I had an unfortunate situation in the 7th grade, and it forced me to go to my zone school. But I'm gonna just pass it to you, Chips. I don't want to take too much of your thunder.
Nah, the weird shit is I feel like you said, Pop nailed it on the head. It's all about the individual. But I think this is a tough question in several reasons. Because I think, lean on me, yo. Like any school can be what they want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like Lane was a fucking horrible school, B. Horrible.
It was bad.
It was bad. But there's a lot of people that I still know and still keep in touch with, still see on Facebook that's doing great in life, that went to that school.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the individual child, how they're being raised, you know what I mean? We all had to deal with what we faced in the world, but we all had our core values. Personally, I was a high school dropout. Dropped out 11th grade. Played ball, all that, but I just didn't get along with school, and I dropped out. I turned out fine, you know what I mean? So it's all about your foundation and how you're built, and if you can find your way back from the nonsense, you know what I'm saying, that you go through as a kid. But on the flip side, the school definitely has something to do with it. The teachers have to be engaged. I just want to say, Chris said something about elementary that I disagree with, that it don't matter. I think it does matter. I think all levels matter equally. Some of my fondest school memories is from the 3rd grade in elementary with Miss Potter when she was my teacher. I love her to death. She was a great inspiration. The dance program in 384 that we used to do, dancing to "Ain't No Stopping Us Now." Yeah.
Yo, with
the ribbon, son. With the ribbon.
Elementary school did back then.
Word, son, with the ribbon, son. So some of the fondest memories came from elementary. And every school that I went to was in the hood.
Hold on. Let me just say one thing.
Yeah.
Miss Diaz, boy. Woo wee. Chick.
That was y'all Miss Trinidad? Martin?
Why teachers wasn't fucking back then?
She ain't want you. You was too young.
Hey, man, tell that to these teachers now.
You was in high school or junior high school?
Elementary.
Oh,
How the hell the out?
I just want to get breastfed. That's all.
Yo, Chips, not to cut you off. When you said you dropped out, I forgot. I forgot to mention that Ling had put me out the school. They kicked me out. Then I got my GED, and 2 years later, some representatives from the school came knocking on my door and said they mistakenly released a bunch of students, and they wanted me to come back. I'm like, hell no, I ain't coming back.
You gonna give my diploma for free?
Come back.
Oh, I got my GED. Oh, you don't want your diploma? I'm like, it's the same thing. I'm good.
Give me my diploma for free since I messed up.
Yeah, that's wild, son.
That's crazy. I would never forget that day. I would never forget that.
Yo, that's crazy. But yeah, man. So I think like it all plays a part. The school, what the teachers put into it, what the funding is. And it's funny that this was the viewer's choice, because just today, one of my coworkers, their child grew up in the Bronx, rough life, street as they come. He's still in school, and he stopped by my office, and I talked to him. He a young boy, and he was telling me about an incident that he had in the school, and it's fucked up because he told me he's very smart and very intelligent, real street, real hood, real dude, you know what I mean? But he's smart, he's intelligent, he no dummy, he knows the life he was leading was bad, and he's trying to correct that. So he told me the story that the part of the reason why he wilded out today in the school, he's in one of those special schools, it's called I think they call it like a credit rehabilitation or something, where they can make up credits faster to graduate on time. It sounds like something like that. It's kind of like what we had back in the day. What was
free lunch?
Huh?
Nah, I said free lunch.
Nah, it was
They have like Bushwick Outreach.
Oh yeah, like
Outreach,
ENY. Yeah. So it sounds like a school like that, but he said that he asked the teacher, "Are you assigning books?" And the teacher just looked at him and wouldn't answer his question. And all he was trying to figure out is did he have the right thing to go along with the lesson? Because he said he had a book, and everybody had books, and he seen like it had their name in certain papers, and he didn't have it. So he asked the teacher, did you assign books? Like, do I have what I need for the class? And the teacher didn't want to respond. And then when the teacher finally responded, all he said was, I don't have to answer that right now. We're in the middle of class. So that's where schools in the inner city get the rap that they got. You know what I'm saying? Teachers that do shit like that. Because as far as I can say, me dropping out of high school was strictly on me. It was strictly on me not wanting to fucking go to class. Like Puda said, fuck being in the auditorium. I was in gym for 5 periods out the day. The other 2 periods...
he always was in the locker room, son. Always, son.
He was.
I was in gym 5 periods out of the day, 2 to 3 periods in lunchroom playing spades. In the other 2, I was walking my girl Risa to class or whatever, and we was sitting... Never mind the auditorium. We was on the steps, son, in between the auditorium and the hallway. And we used the walkway or the hallway outside the auditorium as a table playing spades, son. And security guards, what's the dude that had the sideburns? I can't remember their names.
I only remember one dude name.
They was too busy trying to bag the chicks.
They was fucking.
They wasn't trying anything.
They was being cool. You know what I'm saying? So it all has a part to do with it, man. I think schools in the inner city need to be more structured, and they can do just as well as private schools. Now, to get back to the original question, public school versus private school, there is a difference funding-wise. There is a difference environment-wise. But just like I've seen people make it from public school, I've seen kids make it from private school. Just like I've seen kids fail in public school, I've seen kids fail in private school. You know, your prep schools, you know, with all white, you got the badass little white kids. You know what I'm saying? Asian schools, you got the badass little Asian kids. You know what I mean? So every school has that issue to deal with, but it's all about the individual, like Pop said, where their foundation comes from. Are they grounded? You can be cool and still do your schoolwork. That's what I try to teach my kids now. Thank God my kids are doing very well in school. And like I said, there is a major difference. My kids' school right now, North
Public or private?
Huh? It's public.
Or private? Oh, okay.
It's public school. My kids went to public school their whole life. Never went to a private school.
Yeah, mine too.
And my daughter always straight A student. My son, he had a little rough child. He was a little badass. But now my son is in chorus, plays, drama, you know, programs, other programs in school, newspaper, and all that.
But that's not in the city. That's not in the city.
No, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm getting at. There is a difference when you move out from the city to the suburbs or down south. It's a major difference. My kids act like they in Saved by the Bell. What high school is that? Bayside High. Like they got this all these issues and kid drama going on. Like they grown. I be like, yo, fam, all y'all gotta do is go to school.
Nah, it's they from Degrassi.
Yo, yeah, all that, son. Like straight Disney Channel, son. And that's what their school looks like. You know, like them kids walking the halls, the way they walk the halls, it's just like that. It's crazy. I'm only 45 minutes to an hour outside of the city. And the difference in the programs that these schools have, the layout of the school, the camaraderie in the school, you know, school spirit and the different teams and activities and programs that these kids have to get into to occupy their time. There's, you know, wood shopping and like y'all said, home ec, drama, football, soccer, baseball, basketball, swimming. My kid's school got Lane had a swimming pool, but I don't think it was fully used to the way that it could have been used.
Yo, Lane had mad shit, son. Nah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Lane had mad shit because it was the biggest high school in New York. That's the reason.
Lane
they didn't utilize everything.
Lane had a lot of great things. It was teachers in there that cared. It was teachers in there that used to always put me aside like, yo, Albert, I know you're not dumb. I was never a dumb kid. I just didn't like school. I didn't go to class. But you know, it was teachers that used to pull me to the side like, yo, what are you doing? Like, I know you can do this or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so it's teachers in those public schools that cared.
Yep. I got one that changed my life.
It all comes down to the student and the foundation they have. So is there a difference in public and private school? Yes. There is a difference when it comes to opportunity, funding, and environment. But does that make a difference on whether your kid succeeds or not? No. Not at all. You can have your child go to the worst school, Lane, Paul Robeson, 296, whatever, and your kid can be amazing. The parents have to lead the way, like we always say, and that's what needs to happen. And then I don't care what school you go to, this debate doesn't need to be had, because my child going to public school all his life is about to go to college, God willing, a great college in New York City or upstate somewhere. So it's all possible. Is the opportunities different? The funding is different? Yes. But does it make a difference whether one is better over the other? I don't think so, in my opinion.
So I just want to double back a little bit, because I have the youngest child of everybody. My son is about to be 2. So school, we think about daycare right now. We're not even thinking about school. But we moved into this neighborhood 2 years ago also. So we moved in the wintertime. That first summer, like the high school of my town is like a couple blocks up, like a straight drive, straight walk from my house. In the summertime, it was like I felt like I was watching TV. Like kids, like I would drive down the street, and like kids was like from the school, they was like washing cars to raise money for their uniforms and stuff like. Like I'm like, oh, this is dope. Like I never seen nothing like this before. On a random Saturday morning, you would just hear the band playing. I open the door, they walking around the neighborhood practicing. The whole band just walking down the street. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I remember one time, me and my wife, we went to like Starbucks, which isn't far, and the whole girl track team was running. We get to Starbucks, drive to my house. Not too many minutes later, they come running past the house. I get the newsletters and all of that from the high school that's up the block, and it's like all these accomplishments that this school get, and is a public school. So I definitely think inner city versus out in New York matters.
That's the biggest difference.
Because I was looking up I just started looking up the schools and the ratings and all of that. And there is a private school by my house. And I just looked it up, and it was like the amount of money they charge. I'm like, goodness gracious. Like my taxes should be enough for my school to be good. I'm paying enough in taxes. I gotta go. I need to move if that's the case. If the school not good enough, where I have to put them in private school, then that mean I live in the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because I'm not paying taxes for the school that my kid isn't in, and then paying for private school. It's just a little crazy to me. But like Chip said, like you guys are saying, because we're all from the 5 boroughs. We're all from Brooklyn. So we've seen that, and I think anything that's relatable to the stuff that we've seen outside of New York would have to be like Brooklyn Tech or like one of the good high schools in Manhattan or something that's going to have all of them extra things that we're talking about that probably every public school in Long Island have. Or what's the town you live in, Chips?
No, Rockland County.
I'm pretty sure. How many high schools is out there, you know?
Well, Rockland County is like basically like in New York City, so there's a bunch of different towns. In my town of Stony Point, there is one big high school.
Oh, okay.
But it's attached to the other neighboring towns like Haverstraw and Spring Valley and stuff like that. So that's how it goes.
So if I had to guess, it's probably because, you know, all our taxes go into that school, the funding is better, as opposed to you living in Brooklyn, and I don't know where your taxes
so yeah, I see what you're saying. So in Brooklyn, there's 10, 15, or in Bushwick, 10, 15 schools. And then Queens, another 20 schools.
Who knows where your money is going towards?
Yeah, it's Stony Point, there's one big high school.
And them potholes ain't being fixed neither.
Yeah. Potholes and alternate side of the street parking.
Yo, fam.
I lived on a block with a pothole that was never fixed.
Yo, I remember that. Oh, I remember that.
They tried to fix that pothole the entire time I lived in the East.
Because they never filled it up. They only covered it.
Sink right back in, fam. It was ridiculous.
Son, there was a pothole at the corner of my house. I didn't call because it didn't affect me. Like, it was like on a curve. Nobody parks over there. Nobody drives over there. Somebody called somebody because like a week later, they filled it up. Like, they don't play no games out here, son. And I don't live in the richest part of Long Island. So I could imagine in them other parts, they don't play no games at all.
He said, I live in the broke rich part. My bad.
Nah.
Stupid.
Oh, man. Nah, yo, it's definitely different. Like I told y'all, like my homeboy teaches at a high school, and they got all these accolades, and like athletics is great for them. That school is horrible though.
Oh, really?
Like it's a horrible school. So like everything I said earlier, you know, they got the laptops and all of that. Like they got all these programs. The school is horrible though.
Based off of stats or just period?
It's the kids. It's the kids. A lot of the teachers don't care. As far as like the education, it could be there. You know what I mean? But it's few and far between good teachers in there. And then the kids, their parents are so disconnected now because a lot of the kids down here have young parents. So majority of their parents are trying to be their friends rather than discipline and all of that. So you can actually see it down here where, parents will come up to the school while you was fighting with my son and trying to fight the kid. Like, yo, why don't you tell your son, like your child, like this shouldn't be doing this in school. Like it's a place and time for everything. Control your kid. But it's definitely different. Like even the good schools and the bad schools, they have all of this stuff down here, but you would never know which school is good or bad until you look at the ratings.
Right. And even that isn't the best way to judge neither.
I mean, shit, when you buying a house, that's the only shit you got to go off of.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, yo, I don't got no
fact. That's a fact.
But I'm coming to check out the school, see what it's like around here.
Yeah.
Bring it down my goddamn property value. But good episode, fellas. Good episode.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A lot of good stuff, man. I mean, at the end of the day, Nightmare Ock, y'all some bitches because y'all went to private school.
Half emotional.
You've been attacking that man all day. You've been attacking him all day.
I mean, he's supposed to shoot the fouls.
He was definitely supposed to shoot the fouls, but we all knew he wasn't going to show. He probably forgot.
You're a sucker. You like to talk for likes. I understand. Whenever you ready, come on the show. I got my podcast hat on, as you say.
Yo, at least go in the comments, man, and holla at Chips.
Yo, somebody asked him if he even downloaded the app.
That's a valid question.
Yo, y'all better leave my man alone, B.
Yo. But yo, like, comment, subscribe. Obviously, the public school, private school topic is huge, and we definitely want your opinions. Shout out to all of our viewers. Episode 20 cracked 200 views. Right,
yes,
in
sir.
1 week.
Yes, sir.
So
the best performing video so far.
We appreciate the support. We appreciate you guys showing the love. Let's keep that momentum, man. Put your comments. You see, we comment. We respond.
Put your peoples on.
Chip, stay in the comments. He stayed trying to fight in the comments.
Right. Yo,
I'm ready to fight this time. All y'all Tom Brady lovers, send them messages, boy. Send.
Yo, Puda, send PH brother a personal message. Tell him comment.
Oh, I could definitely do that.
No, don't do that.
You said no. Nah, you said send it.
I could definitely do
Everybody but him.
I'm on a personal level with him. I could definitely do that.
Everybody but him. Please.
Tell Uncle Donald to watch, man.
You see? Go ahead. Nah, go ahead.
And on that note,
and Uncle Donald would have fixed that pothole, by the way, but go ahead.
Yo. But yo, man, we appreciate you guys as always. We're doing it the MizFitz way, man. We see y'all next time.
salute.
Salute.